And let's go.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And that one, good.
Donovan Mitchell has got the size and the skill to score over the bigs on the interior. That's easy work for this young man.
Now here's Morant out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant passes to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Winslow.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Pass to Conley. From downtown. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Winslow dishes to Brooks. That one falls.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Mitchell outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is Mitchell at his absolute best. Driving, attacking, putting all the pressure on the defense.
Morant right side. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Conley with a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Stolen by Mitchell. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
There's Winslow. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
Ingles kicks to Conley. Back to Ingles. Out to Conley. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Now Jackson following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Gutterich. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
For the Jazz, Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Jaren Jackson. Now, here is O'Neal. Pass to Gobert. Over Clark. Nice shot by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, an athletic monster. He fends off the defense with an amazing finish.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. The pass to Clark. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Davis finds Clarkson.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. Consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Jones the pass to Clark. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
Moutier kicks to Clarkson. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Melton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here's Moutier. Here's Davis. It's stolen by Jones. Pushing it up. Here's Clark. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in Utah. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Boy, from the opening tip, they look focused and ready to play. You know, that's really paid off for them to get this early lead.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Moutier dishes to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's Melton. He drains it from the right block. Melton's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's the Jazz's ball. Clark into the lane. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And here's Moutier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 on the shot clock. Over Jones. Moutier, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Jones the pass to Clark. Here's Melton, defended by Moutier. Pass to Melton.
Who's watching here?
Back to Anderson. And Davis pulls it down. Utah shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Clarkson. That one good for 2. Clarkson's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
O'Neal comes with the double team. The kick out to Anderson. Inside. Here's Clark. Here's Melton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Takes a 3. Here's Davis. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Brooks, the pass to Melton. Jackson up top. To the inside. Morant. He feeds it to Valanciunas. That puts them in the lead. Valanciunas has got his first points in this one.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
And finished off by Morant.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Conley. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Melton passes to Jackson. Here's Melton. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Bradley's checked in for Utah. The Grizzlies also making a change. Winslow's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Well, how about Valanciunas on the rim run? Just busts it down the floor, and no one keeps up with him.
Down low, unloads from 9. Good as the jump shot falls.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
43 seconds left in the second quarter. Passes it to Winslow. Brooks up on top. Ingles covering.
Switch.
Morant against Conley. Shot from the low block. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Out to Conley. Basket good.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that should do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Conley finds Ingles. Now here's Gobert, guarded by Valanciunas, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Mitchell looking it over. Over Brooks. And it's Mitchell missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Gobert against Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Winslow, stolen by Michael Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. Mitchell wide open. And it's Bogdanovich on the foul.
Well, that's about hustle and effort from Bogdanovich. To go after the rebound with that kind of intention is exactly what you hope for as a coach.
Morant against Bogdanovich. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Pass to Winslow. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Conley. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. A different look for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Jazz trail by 4. Bogdanovich finds Moutier. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Clarkson looking for an opening. The rebound by Anderson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
How about the athleticism of Emmanuel Mudiay, understanding how to pick up contact and still go.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the paint, here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Jazz shooting not great, 40% for the game. Moutier pass to Gobert. Ingles in the corner. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Outside, Jones. Utah with the rebound. Now, Ingles. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clarkson kicks to Ingles. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clarkson, Gobert, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the game tied up here for Utah.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
Here's Melton, and he lays it straight in. Melton's got 8 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's the pass to O'Neal. Here's Ingles. He dishes it to Gobert. Some solid defense from Clark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies lead by 2. And we're coming. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. A 2-point game. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Another shot, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Utah. The Grizzlies shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. To the middle. The kick out to Anderson. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morant against Mitchell. The 11-footer up again. Great positioning on the putback.
If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
And here are the Grizzlies. Inside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And Winslow subbed in for Kyle Anderson.
The 5th overall pick back in 2011, Valanciunas has worked so hard to improve his entire game. I'll tell you, it's paid off, Kevin. He can impact a game in a lot of different ways.
Here's Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Memphis leading. Winslow kicks to Morant. Back to Winslow. Morant outside. Makes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Morant with the steal. Fast break Memphis. Winslow's running. And it's in there. Winslow's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The 17-footer. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Out to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trailed by 5. Over to the wing. Conley into the lane. There's the dish to Gobert. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Valanciunas passes to Morant. He kicks to Winslow. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks, David. Valanciunas finds Morant. From 10 feet out, Gobert with the defensive effort. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 5. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Valanciunas passes to Morant. Stolen by Conley. That's tipped. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow. You know, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire. So that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Morant reaches to Brooks. A second chance effort. Missed.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable. A testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun. The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. Looking down upon the top and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there at Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And another shot. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Tonight, lots of youth and energy on the floor. Brent, what kind of game do you expect to see?
Highlights, Kevin, mixed in with a few lowlights. Just guys getting ahead of themselves and speeding themselves up. But sometimes those can be exciting, especially for fans who have really good seats. Keep your hands up.
Shot clock at 6. And there it is for him.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Bogdanovich inside. Brooks covering. Fox against Morant. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Gives a team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Rebound by the Kings.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Barnes can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Bagley. Here's Fox, and the rejection by Jackson. Sacramento with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass to Brooks. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. The Kings have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And that one's good, Barnes.
Using every bit of muscle he's got on that one. What can I say? Harrison Barnes likes to get in and attack.
Morant against Fox. Morant dishes to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Fox with the rebound. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. Jumps up, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant against Fox. Valanciunas tries again. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Giles checked in for Sacramento. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Here's Morant. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Fox. Now here's Hield. D right on him, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Jabari Parker's checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron The rebound by Giles.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Bucket is good.
I love how Bazemore just takes it to the defense on the drive and finishes that one easily. Shows no mercy when the ball's in his hand.
Here's Anderson. Sacramento making their last shot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Hield. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball. That one goes. Count it.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Now here's Hield. Giles the pass to Bazemore. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Giles. Lays it up off the glass. Giles has got his second bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the pass to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones over Joseph. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Kings lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Joseph down low. Working on Jones. Joseph, that's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Memphis trailing here. Memphis moving it around. Melton passes to Clark. To the paint. Stolen by Joseph. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Grayson Allen's checked in for Tyus Jones. Joseph with the ball. Passes it to Hield. It's deflected. Fast break Memphis. Here's Clark. Allen. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Joseph finds Holmes, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Kings shooting their first free throw this game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Barnes. And it's Melton with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Anderson outside. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Bagley. And it's Holmes off the drive from down low. And it's in off the backboard.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If you can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Pass to Gutteridge. To the inside. Holmes with the steal. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Allen outside. Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Clark.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Melton, and the rejection by Holmes. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. Valanciunas dishes to Winslow. He feeds it to Jackson. And he gets the bucket.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Kings leading now by 3. A drive by Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson. Rebound by the Kings. And 1:01 left now here in the second. Giles the pass to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Morant against Bielitsa. Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got his first 2 points.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Here's Fox. That shot no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Down low, here's Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Now just a 1-point Kings lead. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable. Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so he hits both.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
Morant passes to Jackson. Rebound by Bielitsa. With 2 seconds left, can't capitalize inside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Kings on top, leading.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead up.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Pulls it up. Here's Bogdanovich. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Brooks, and he slams it one-handed.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Jackson in the corner. Here's Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Left side, Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, Bagley punishing the defense that time.
Memphis leading. Left side, Jackson. Bogdanovich against Morant. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Bielitsa. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Winslow dishes to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. He can't get that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Morant passes to Jackson. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Great touch on the 16-footer. Valanciunas has got 10 points. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Kings trailing. Here's Joseph. And it's Melton with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Here's Gutterich. A beautiful reverse layup. Gutterich has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
It's good on the putback.
Maybe the length helping out Harrison Barnes that time to collect.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the middle, here's Clark. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Offensive rebound. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
It reminds me of Carmelo Anthony. Jabari Parker, a quick second jumper and keeps it alive on the glass.
Jones finds Clark. Back to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Here's Gutterich. It's tipped, and Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Giles. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Barnes. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. And it's Memphis on the break. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
To the paint. Here's Holmes. Up and in on the layup.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Brooks dishes to Clark. Out to Brooks. Launches it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Holmes in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks. And here are the Kings now. Hield the pass to Fox. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Holmes finds Bazemore. Misses the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Brooks. And he banks in the layup. Brooks has got 4 this quarter.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Hield the pass to Holmes. Over Valanciunas, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. He dishes it to Clark. Back to Valanciunas. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Heady play by Bielitsa.
The first one falls. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Memphis also making a switch. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
The pass to Winslow. Passes it to Morant. This one for 3. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 6 assists now in the game. Bogdanovich inside. Brooks covering. Bogdanovich against Brooks. Bogdanovich inside. Here's Bagley. It's good.
Oh, Bagley is so long. You can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
Pass to Valanciunas. Morant with a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. To the left wing. Back to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trail by 10. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. Good, nice job down low. Bielitsa's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Bielitsa pushing right through the contact that time.
Morant dishes to Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Fox. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Jackson finds Winslow. Morant outside. Jackson passes to Morant. Outside Jackson to the inside. It's stolen by Bagley. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Valanciunas.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Valanciunas.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Bielitsa can surprise you at times, not just as a shooter, but pump faking, putting the ball on the deck, and trying to become a playmaker. As long as he's under control, he can do some nice things out there.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Marvin Bagley. Giles comes in for Barnes. Corey Brewer's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jones the pass to Jang. The rebound by Giles. Now here's Joseph. Now Bielitsa. From deep three-point range. No good there. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. And nothing.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. Now here's Brooks. Back to Morant. Kicks to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. In the corner, it's Ingram. Now the pass to Williamson. Here's Jackson. Brooks, left side. And that one is stuffed right through.
Eyes up, scanning the floor. Winslow plays with great poise and unselfishness.
And it's good, 2 points. And 2 conference rivals scoring off tonight. You know, Steve, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does. These 2 teams have had their battles in the past. It's always fun to see them match up against one another.
And the basket is good.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Holiday goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Holiday against Brooks. Here's Morant. Good work there as it goes. Morant's got his second basket.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Count that one.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Holiday. Dishes it to Favors. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And that one's good. Morant.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Ingram right side. Jacks up a 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans moving the ball around. And the dunk by Williamson.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Now here's Winslow. Back to Jackson. Morant outside. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 11.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Winslow. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Now here's Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Favors, and it's in there.
Favors is a huge guy that absorbs contact. A true master at getting his shots off. in the midst of really intense defense.
Here's Jones inside, looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Favors with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hart. No good. Shot missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Melton's shot is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Melly. It's rebounded by Gutteridge.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. "16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's good. 2 points.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Outside, Jones. Down low. Here's Clark. Excellent D there from Okafor. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So on the floor for Memphis, Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3 spot. 2 points. That one goes. Anderson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Jones following the score by New Orleans. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Jones. Anderson's got 6 points.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Now here's Jones. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Clark against Okafor. Pass to Melton. Clock at 6. To the inside. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, the young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Hart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Brooks finds Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
Ingram wide open. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brooks outside. Passes to Morant. Back to Brooks. The dish to Morant. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Ball. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. The pass to Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Jackson. Brooks outside. He feeds it to Jackson. The second effort. Williamson with the block.
And you look at Zion's playing style. Everything he does borders on the spectacular.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Jackson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Brooks on the double team. Here's Ball. Second shot opportunity, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Pretty tall for his position. It's nice to see Ball use his height to create second chance opportunities.
Morant passes to Brooks. Morant finds Winslow. Puts up a 3, and it's Morant. That time on the assist by Winslow. Morant's got 14 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ball with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Pass to Winslow. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And so it's the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 steal. And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Winslow, and that one good.
Obstacle in his way. Winslow, undeterred, finishes through contact.
Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Ingram against Winslow, and the basket is good.
And this is where Winslow can really hurt you. Full speed on the drive.
And the dunk by Williamson.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Now here's Brooks to the paint. Here's Jackson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jackson's got 6 points.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for New Orleans. Nelly is checked in for Zion Williamson. Reddick comes in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Holiday goes in. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Tyus Jones comes in for John Morant. Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
And the basket by Jones.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's Melly. Jackson passes to Hayes. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Jones for three. He doesn't hit that one.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
It's good.
This is just one of many areas where Reddick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Back to Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Hart, he's checked in for Jackson. Jones against Holiday. Jones dishes to Clark. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Here's Gutterich. Off target with his three. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Hart. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Hart's got 8.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Kicks it to Jones. Lets the three fly. But they get it back. It's Jones on the wing. Back to Anderson. Shoots the three. Jones, no luck.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8.
And that's called finishing a play. Physical defense. Holiday stays focused, eyes on the rim.
And it's Clark in the corner. Launches it. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Clark. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holiday, the pass to Hayes. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And finished off by Anderson.
A heady player in transition. Kyle Slow-Mo Anderson can facilitate as well as find looks for himself.
And that one is good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 17. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Here's Brooks. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Ingram. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. Morant with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 17. Goes back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Maybe crossing up the defense there. It didn't look like they were playing favors to drive.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
The 3 from Morant. And it's Williamson with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement. Productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Morant looking around. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Ball with the bucket.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Memphis leading by 9. Morant outside. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Brooks leading the charge. There's Winslow. Williamson with the block. And they get it back. Winslow wide open. He fires. Kept alive.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Here's Ingram. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Morant passes to Brooks. This one for 3. And it's Morant missing. Pelicans trail by 11. Floats it up for Williamson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Trains it from 9 feet away. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on.
Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Winslow against Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Grizzlies.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And that one falls for Allen. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Moore kicks to Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
Worked that one inside nicely.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's Jones on the wing. Back to Allen. Chang, the pass to Allen. On the wing, Jones. The Grizzlies with another miss. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down. A terrific look at the city of Memphis. Now it's ended.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Morant dishes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Brooks left side. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Mitchell. Over Brooks. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Here's Valanciunas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Brooks. Stolen by Conley. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. "20 feet out. The Grizzlies pull it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And good that time.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
Here's Conley. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The tray. That one doesn't drop. And Memphis the other way now. On the wing, Winslow. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. To the inside, Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Jackson against O'Neal. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Jones. Good work defensively by Conley. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 2.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And another miss by Memphis. The Jazz have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Bogdanovich. That's 7 points for Donovan Mitchell. 1:43 left in the first quarter. In another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense, Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Here's Conley. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Feeds it to Gobert. 5 to shoot. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark comes in for Valanciunas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jaren Jackson. The Jazz also changing it up. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Gobert. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Picked away. And it's Memphis on the break. Memphis moving it around. Here's Melton. He's covered by Clarkson. Melton, no good. The Jazz have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Bogdanovich passes to Mudiay. Excellent D that time from Jones.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Jazz trail by 4. It's stolen by Jones. Passes it to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got his second bucket.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And so it's Memphis. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Morant. Kyle Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Winslow, and it's Melton in at the 2 spot. Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Jazz. Stolen by O'Neal, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Morant with the steal. Good. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clarkson passes to Davis. Back to Clarkson. A 3-ball. And Winslow pulls it down. Now the Grizzlies with it. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Brooks misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Both free throws good from Mudiay. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. It's his first trip to the line.
Now, what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Down low. Mudiay kicks to Ingles. Shoots over Morant. Pass to Mudiay. And the 3 off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Clark. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Clark's got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Valanciunas. Doesn't go for him.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Mitchell outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Back to Mitchell. Got a piece of it.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
From 10 feet out, rebounded by Clarkson. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mitchell outside. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Valanciunas. Yes, that goes in. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell finds Moutier. And here is Ingles. He's covered by Clark. Back to Ingles. Inside, it's stolen by Valanciunas. It's blocked. Davis with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clarkson up top. From deep, Ingles. The Grizzlies pull it in. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. And Brooks, here we go. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists in the game. Moutier passes to Clarkson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
One of the things Clarkson does best is converting off the dribble drive.
Now Morant. Back to Valanciunas, 9 feet out, and that one drops. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, the timing, the confidence. When Valanciunas takes and makes these shots, you know he's in the zone.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a 9-point lead. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies. And that should...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stolen by Mitchell. He kicks it to Ingles, takes the 3. Jazz passing it around, and here's Conley outside. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got his first basket.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 5. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Morant scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. No good from Valanciunas. Jazz trail by 7. Ingles with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players
were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And here's Jones, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Melton. Left side, Jackson. Here's Jones. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Here's Jones following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Jackson. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Memphis, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Has to Gobert. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Conley against Jones. Takes a shot at the elbow. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Left side, Jackson from 10 feet out. The shot's good. Jackson's got 9.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. Out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Over in the corner, Conley. To the middle, second shot opportunity. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
Oh, the floor general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
Here's Melton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anderson against Bogdanovich. And Anderson gets it to go.
With the long frame and adequate strength. I mean, Anderson, he one-ups the defender on that shot.
Now, here's Clarkson. Outside Conley. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. And there's the feed to Gobert. It's good. Gobert's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Melton. There's the dish to Jackson. Stolen by Clarkson. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Conley. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich for the tie. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Morant for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Conley feeling it out. With the putback. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies out in front, up 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Brandon Clark is out there with Winslow, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Mitchell outside. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Winslow with it. Conley picks him up. Bogdanovich against Clark. Back to Winslow. Gobert with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jazz trail by 3. Outside Conley. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Morant with it. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Outside Conley. Mitchell in the corner. He dishes it to Gobert. That one a little long. Memphis leading by 3. And here comes the break. Morant outside. Over Conley. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. He gets that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
And it's Mitchell missing. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Brooks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Valanciunas finds Morant for 3. Valanciunas passes to Morant. Here's Winslow. Morant outside. Here's the 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Conley the pass to O'Neal. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. From deep. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And the rejection by Jackson. Stolen by Conley. Mitchell against Jackson. To end the drought. Here's Gobert. Now the pass to O'Neal. And Bogdanovich kicks to O'Neal. Bogdanovich dishes to Conley. Puts up a 3. The putback. Goes up again. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Brooks. And it's Mitchell missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Memphis no good. Gobert with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Outside Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Misses in close. Stolen by Mitchell.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table, the willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
Down low. Pass to Winslow. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. O'Neal kicks to Conley. Gobert the pass to Conley. Lets it go with a three. That shot is off. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward spot. And the shot goes in.
Bielitsa does a good job of staying active and with his shot that time.
Now here's Morant. Fox with the steal. He's all alone. Here's Bogdanovich. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant with a wide open look. Outside for Jackson. Fires the 3. Rebound by Bielitsa.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Bagley. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about that? Taking on the challenge, the physical part of the game, something Bagley's trying to get better with.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant scanning the floor. And he gets it to go.
This is what Morant does best. A natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Fox with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Took him no time at all on that one. Bagley's got 5 points so far.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Count it.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Morant. Inside. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
Bogdanovich gets that steal, and now they're off to the races.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Morant right side. And another turnover here by Memphis.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Jackson. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get to the cross half court in time. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Barnes passes to Giles. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the Kings pushing it up now. Barnes with the ball. Hangs in the air. Hield can't hit.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
No good from Clark. Kings leading now by 11. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Valanciunas. Sacramento also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Giles. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Holmes. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Anderson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
Joseph. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Gutterich. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Marvin Bagley is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Joseph. And Winslow pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. Bielitsa, who's checked in for the Kings. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Hield. Here's Joseph. He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. With the teardrop. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Pass to Melton. 6 to shoot. Bagley with the rebound. Kings leading now by 7. It's Bielitsa. And there's the pass to Bazemore. And the rejection by Jackson. Moving it up. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Electric in the air. There's a certain energy that Morant generates that others simply don't have.
Pass to Bazemore. Brooks grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Morant. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Sacramento also making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. Up top, Morant. He's got 6, and he lays it straight in. Morant's got 8.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Morant outside to the inside. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Valanciunas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Passes it to Winslow, over Barnes, and it's Winslow that time on the assist from Valanciunas.
Good timing from Winslow. He measured up that shot before the ball even got to him.
Here's Fox, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Kings trailing. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Brooks hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Anderson outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
1:09 left to play here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Gutterich. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Jones up top. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Valanciunas. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
This is where De'Aaron Fox can be so good, just forcing the issue on the drive when he puts those jets to work.
Free throw good, Fox. Fox hits them both. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Jones drives in. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by Giles. The Kings shooting here about 46% for the game. Hield kicks to Parker. And Giles now top of the key. Outside, Fox. Here's Barnes. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
So that'll be it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside. The first quarter was a difficult one for Memphis. They were sleepwalking their way through. And that'll about.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Morant passes to Brooks. Down low. There's Winslow. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Inside, here's Bagley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bagley's got 7 points.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant dishes to Winslow. Good D by Barnes. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. The pass to Bielitsa. Back to Bagley for the lead. And he makes that one. Bagley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Makes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Bogdanovich looking around. Outside, Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 12.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Jackson is doubled. He kicks to Valanciunas. There's the dish to Morant. Now Valanciunas. He's got 8. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. And here is Hield, stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. They get a hand on it. Bazemore against Anderson. Bazemore misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. Clark outside. Pass to Valanciunas. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Outside, Joseph. Anderson against Bazemore. Over Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Some changes for Memphis. Gutterich is checked in. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And a change for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Bielitsa. He doesn't get the second one.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Joseph down low. Off target at the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Jones kicks to Anderson. Back to Jones. Feeds to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Melton passes to Clark. And the rejection by Holmes. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Tyus Jones. Then for the Kings, Giles checked in for Jabari Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Clark the pass to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 6 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Barnes.
Barnes can be hard to contain sometimes around the rim. He can create just enough space to be effective.
Here's Melton. And the rejection by Holmes. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Giles, and it's Bagley in at the center position. There's Winslow. Sacramento grabs the miss. And now Sacramento on the break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. And a change for the Kings. Bogdanovich is checked in. Morant outside. He dishes it to Clark. Back to Morant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Fox kicks to Giles. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Morant. From deep 3-point range, the rebound by Giles. The Kings trail by 8. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Fox. Bogdanovich has got his first points in this one. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Morant outside. Down low, here's Clark. Count it, good. Clark's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Barnes dishes to Fox. That one goes in. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Morant outside. Fires from deep. That one no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Giles, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Passes it to Winslow. Here's Morant. Another shot. Clark, the pass to Jackson. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
Fox kicks to Giles. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Winslow. Morant with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. There's Winslow. And slam dunk by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Bogdanovich finds Barnes. Outside, Fox. Barnes with it. To the inside. Bagley. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense from there.
Here's Morant. Clark right side. Winslow up top. Back to Clark. 3-pointer. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Clark's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Fox. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Finding more and more ways is De'Aaron Fox to score the basketball. That time gets contact.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. And the Kings also making a change. Bjelica. He checks in for Harry Giles. Jackson against Bjelica. Jackson dishes to Clark.
And not sure they've got enough time to save himself.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away. De'Aaron Fox stepping up big time.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Jackson finds Winslow, and it's Brooks at the elbow. Here's Valanciunas. Baseline jumper. Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Now, here's Fox. Lets a floater go.
A nice job of affecting the shot there by Valanciunas, using those long arms to just frustrate the shooter.
A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot.
That was terrific.
My goodness. Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Ingram with the steal. Here's Ball. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Morant finds Valanciunas.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle, here's Jackson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Poked away, stolen by Brooks. And here we go, Morant heading to the... Oh, what a dunk!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
8 feet away. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Holiday.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Good on the shot. Here's Morant. He's got 6. From deep. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Ingram with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. A miss that time would have put him up.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Dishes it to Jackson. Brooks against Redick. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
They get a hand on it, and so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Zion Williamson. Jackson Hayes comes in for Nicolo Melli. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Pass to Okafor. New Orleans moving the ball around. Jackson misses. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Out to the right wing. Pass to Anderson. Passes to Melton. Back to Anderson. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for New Orleans right now, Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot. Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The Pelicans trail. Hart the pass to Jackson. Buries it down low.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Grizzlies shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Jackson against Morant. Clark kicks to Anderson. Okafor grabs the miss. The Pelicans shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Offline with his 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Justin Winslow in for DeAnthony Melton. New Orleans also making some changes. Favors comes in for Jackson Hayes. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Valanciunas dishes to Clark. A second chance effort. Valanciunas passes to Clark. And the rejection by Favors. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. They get Derek Favors.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Melli is checked in for Okafor. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for Jackson. Clark trying to get open. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans. Memphis with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. No good from Clark.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Jackson, And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Ball. Brooks outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brooks has got his second bucket. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Winslow, wide open. He fires, misses the three. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 5-point game.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Ball. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Winslow's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Jones finds Valanciunas. Here's Winslow. Brooks outside. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's Jackson. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back for the Grizzlies. The first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but and that's a wrap.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. I love when he gets up and throws it down.
Valanciunas on the double team. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Good work there as it goes.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Ball against Morant. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Fred Jackson, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Grizzlies shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Brooks, left side. Here's Valanciunas. Out to Morant. Clark into the lane. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Morant. And oh, he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow!
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Pelicans have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. And he makes the first.
I'll tell you what, coming straight to the NBA after just 1 year at Duke, Okafor making an immediate impact in the NBA.
And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Okafor against Clark. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Okafor in the post. He's against Clark, and it's Okafor missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Clark dishes to Morant. Clark outside to the inside. Here's Anderson, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 6. There's the pass to Okafor. Outside for Jackson. Here's Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Bucket is good. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Poke loose. Valanciunas passes to Clark. Back to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
So both teams changing it up here. Pelicans trail by 10 to the paint. Here's Hayes, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Jones looking for an opening, and Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Ball. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
You know, Hart's so good at jumping into the passing lanes, taking risk at the right time, and coming up with steals.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. That's good from Ball.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
At the Hart, New Orleans moving the ball around. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Ball.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Anderson. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Allen's checked in for Jones. New Orleans also making some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Hayes.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Winslow finds Jackson. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Hayes in at the center. Melton passes to Winslow. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The finish to take the lead. It's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for the Pelicans. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson Hayes. Favors can't get it to go. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. That one good for 2.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Favors dishes to Holiday. Back to Favors. And he could not get that one to... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the rejection by Jackson. Morant finds Clark. And here's Morant. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Williamson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. Memphis moving it around. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Derek Favors.
I love whenever Favors attacks the bucket. Knows not many guys are going to be able to stop him down low.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Pass to Morant. Clark with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
And here's Ingram from the arc. No good on that one.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Winslow, the pass to Brooks. Winslow against Ingram. Winslow kicks to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Redick is checked in.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game. In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
6 on the shot clock. Morant dishes to Jackson. Great D that time from Favors. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Was shot by Redick, no good. Now the Grizzlies with it. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
To tie it up. Morant against Ball. Ingram outside. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. The 3 won't fall. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. And stolen by Reddick. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Pelican 5 right now. Their backcourt, Ball and Reddick. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Hart in at small forward. And that one, good.
You know, no matter what you throw at him, this kid is unflappable. He's muscling through defensive contact and still scoring. That's impressive.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Moran finds Brooks. And the rejection by Favors. And up the floor again for New Orleans, running the court. Hart, no good. The Grizzlies shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Brooks, and he banks in the layup.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. Oh, I love that about Lonzo Ball. When it's a big possession, he demands and commands the ball.
And Brooks, here we go. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for New Orleans, trailing by 2. Outside Favors, back to Ball. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Morant against Ball. Morant passes to Valanciunas, takes the 13-footer, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. And the pass to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. And stolen by Williamson. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver.
Valanciunas passes to Winslow. And Favors kicks to Hart. Kicks it out to Williamson. Memphis with the ball. The lead is 2. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby good night.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Inside and stolen by Reddick. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Over in the corner, Williamson. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. He kicks to Winslow. Clock at 6.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
To take the lead. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Comes up empty down low. Pelicans shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Ball. Holiday with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Ingram against Brooks. Here's Hayes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
The drive by Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Morant. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. No luck that time either. Memphis leading, and now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks has got the ball. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Winslow, the pass to Morant. On the wing, Winslow. He's covered by Favors. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant with another miss. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
You want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his number is called.
Now here's Morant. The feed now to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And every team loves getting a night like this out of their big man. Valanciunas is the biggest lion in the Serengeti.
It's tipped, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And the rejection by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Here's Valanciunas. Excellent D there from Ball. And so it's New Orleans with it. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And he does get the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Here's Ingram. Yes!
And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
Pass to Valanciunas. No good.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. A double overtime. State Supreme Court. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the...
Well, guys...
David, thanks. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position.